Good morning and Happy New Year. Happy New Year to New Yorkers, Chicagoans. I'm here in Chicago, Illinois, at the Hyatt Regency Chicago. And continuing with my very short lectures on the amazing 5x12 matrix discovered with the potential to do great works. I hope the economics, the economists, the political economists could solve their budget via this amazing 5x12 matrix and its multidimensional application in various fields of science. Well, economic is called a social science, but it's very intrinsic. The budget is always being said to be unbalanced and deficient and overspending and all of that. But with this amazing 5x12 matrix, if the principles and the potentials for the applications are adapted, I believe we could do and solve much of our problems. Nevertheless, let me get on with our work here this morning. And as usual, my name is Dolphy Gilpin, and I'll be starting off. In my hand this morning is one of the books that I have saturated with works from the 5x12 matrix. Well, in previous lectures, I've briefly mentioned of the faith or religious foundation that this discovery has been compared to. The 5 barley loaves and 2 fishes multiplied by Jesus have numerical correlations as he took 5 barley loaves, which 5 barley is a cereal. Now you were dealing this morning with cereals, cereals, but you took 5 cereal, the edible cereals, cereals, and he multiplied it to feed 5,000 people. You economists could feed 5,000 times 5,000 times 5,000 and the exponential 5,000 and balance the budget and let everybody have food to eat all over the world. Food to eat on Mars, food to eat on the ISS, this is one thing that human beings should not be short of, the 3 basic necessities of life: food, shelter, and clothing. You don't have to have a car, but you must have those 3 things. And it's very sad to say that in our world today, people go hungry, people go without shelter, and people go without food, and people clothing. So let's get on this morning and start the work. All right, let me just basically introduce to you. The lighting is not too well this morning. Let's say, all right, I'll make up these from my head. I can M, H, B, and I could use these numbers: 3699, 3699, 3473, 3473. Let's take now JES. 792624. 792624. 14. Let's take now SLS. 1900. 1900. 8815. 8815. And let's take now, say E, B, T, 762, 795, 94. And the last, let me just use one from the book here now. Say LLD 258 691 03. So here we have now 5 serial, and this could be compared to 5 serial loaves, as in the miracle by Jesus. But these are serials, serials, serial numbers. You did it with edible cereals, 5 cereals. Okay, so we have now 5 cereals here, numbers. And we're going to do some multiplication into some unique cereals. So we apply now the PDM methodology. In previous lectures, I've showed you that there's a special case in where if it's in a sequential fashion, then you will get a lot of repetitive cereals. But using the PDM method, it comes out with unique cereals. So let's take it now. So we say now this is now operating with the first one, MHB, operating with that, we now get 792 624 14 190 08815 762 795 94 and 258 691 03. This is the first step to the processing. So we use MHB, now we come on to JES, we're going to operate with JES. JES. Three, 6, 9, 9, 3, 4, 7, 3. Notice when we strike out this, the 792 won't appear in this step of the processing. Then it says now 190 08815. It is now 762 795 94 and now 258 691 03. So I've operated with MHP, then we operated with JES. Now we're going to operate with SLS. Operating with SLS. So we come so, and so 19088, it won't appear in this matrix. It will be eliminated. So what we have now is 3699 3473. Operating with SLS, so we have now 79262 414 and 762 795 94 and 258 691 03. Okay, so I've operated with MHB, JES, SLS, now operating with EBT. 3699, 3473, 792624, 14, 1900088, 190008815, and we are operating with EBT, so this doesn't appear in this step. So it's now 258691, 258-691-03. And now operating with LLD, this won't appear in these numbers, won't appear because we're operating with LLD. We strike out so, and so this is what will appear. 3699, 3473, then it's 792, 62414, then it's 1900 8815, and 762795, 94. So here we have the first step. We have original 5 by 11. The 12 form here is usually it's always the case. The mid of A to HB, the mid of JES is E, the mid of SLS is L, the mid of EBT is B, and the mid of LLD is L. So that is a 12. Takes the mid of the upper cases. And I say these could take superscripts or subscript or just adjacent numbers to them. It takes that format sometimes. Applicated in real life. So if, we have the 5 by 12, and here we reduce it in the first step of the processing, operating with the uppercase letters, MHB, SLS, JES, EBT, and LLB, and reduce it down to this. Okay, so that's one step of the processing, and we want to do everything in a sort of systematic way. Let's take a breath of fresh air, and then we'll come back with the second step of the processing.